and welcome to my live. Before I get started, I'm going to see if everything's working because I was having technical difficulties before. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, looks like everything is going good. All right, so good morning, everyone. This is my live. I'm Mystic Oracle Mary. I'll be doing oracle readings to see what your end of December looks like to end of January 2026, seeing about breakthroughs, giving you the heads up on your forecast for all that, okay? I'll be doing 10 different readings, females, and for males, singles, couples, employed people, self-employed people, unemployed people, college people, retired people, and the 10th reading will be a bonus reading for male and female leaders of any kind, whether you're a leader of your own household, yourself, a tribe, a country, a spiritual leader, okay? That's that bonus reading for you guys and gals, okay? So, without further ado, let's get right to it, okay? Hope you all are doing well, and thank you for those who are returning back to my live that missed out on the first one. So the first one, there was a lot of glitches because I did a meditation earlier this morning and forgot to restart my phone because this has been going on for a while, I noticed with YouTube. When you do another live, it mutes your volume. I don't know why it does that. YouTube, you'll get right to it. I don't have to worry about it because I'll be doing future content on the X platform. That means lives, meditations, oracle readings for males and females, and all zodiac signs. So if you want to see more of my content, follow my X platform. That link is down in the description box, okay? That way it makes it so much easier and we're not dealing with so many glitches like this on YouTube. If you want to see the reason why I'm leaving YouTube, I have a video on my video tab, okay? I've been on YouTube for over 8 years, so you'll understand why I'll be leaving. But I'm not going to be deleting my channel. So if you need to see any of my content, just watch some of but I'll be doing more free content on my X platform, okay? Hi there, Izzy. Glad you can join me. I hope you're doing well. Let's make sure everything else is set up. All right. Let's start with females first. Oh yeah, and if you miss your reading at any point or want to listen to a different reading, timestamps were going to be at the bottom in the comments area or in the description box, okay? Just give me a little bit of time to set those up after the live is done, all right? For those who just joined my live, I'll be doing seeing what your breakthroughs are from now in December to the end of January 2026, okay? All right, females. Thank you, viewers, for being patient. What's coming up for females from now to the end of January 2026? Good morning there, Goldilocks. A new perspective. Live your truth. Ooh, the Lovers. Bad weather. Overcoming. and long road ahead. All right, so females, your breakthrough that you're going to have from now until the end of January 2026 is a new perspective on looking at things. I mean, when you go through power struggles with things and people, okay, you're going to break through right through it all with that new perspective, okay? Because the blessing that's coming in is you living your truth and trusting yourself. The time has come to follow it without fear, that inner compass of yours, that intuition, okay? No more hiding, no more compromising who you are, females. Do what it feels right, even if it's not what others expect of you, okay? That's going to be the blessing that's coming in. The start of January, okay? Now, your challenge is nurturing that love and that balance within inside you, okay? To unlock a deeper sense of meaning even in the smallest moments, okay? Now, how to solve any issues from now until the end of January 2026, females, is give yourself time and space when you start feeling under the weather, sad, depressed, okay, females, to reschedule your plans so you can rebalance, okay? Now, your outcome is that you're going to overcome anything that's going to happen from here on out, okay? Even if it seems daunting, females, but you are stronger than you think. Gather up your strength, focus your mind, and you will move through it, leaving doubt behind, okay? Now, here's the blessings that's going to come in towards the end of January for you, 2026. And that's you stepping on your path, understanding how to set boundaries and what your limits are with people and your journey, so that way you're doing things in balance and you don't feel like you're neglecting yourself, okay, or giving too much of yourself, okay? This will help through any kind of power struggle that you're going to be going through for these next few months, okay? You're going to overcome that power struggle. And that's your reading, females. Really hope it helps, and Happy New Year, too. Thank you, Goldie. It's good to see you, too. And everything's actually going pretty well. Oh, yeah. I'm excited, too, about this new year. I already been feeling the hugest shift for mankind, to be very honest. We're in this next year, everybody's going to be going through an evolution. That way they're not caught up in a mental prison about some good changes, even being conflicted about change that's going to be evolutionized within inside us this next year. Big hugs, Goldilocks. You welcome very much. All right, males, you're up next. What's coming up for males from now until the end of January 2026? Ooh, a new perspective. Bad weather. The Lovers. A long road ahead. A major shift. And accountability. So that great vision that you see, that plan that you're still envisioning for some of you males, hold on to it, okay? Hold on to it tightly, okay? Because the breakthrough is a new perspective that's coming in towards the end of December, okay? I get when you do your meditation, that new perspective is going to grow and grow and grow because you're going to see things from a different angle. And that's the breakthrough that you need in order to keep on moving forward on your journey. Okay? Because the blessing that's coming in is getting you to honor how you feel inside when you get under the weather, when you get emotional, not pushing it down. Okay? That's the blessing that's coming in. So that way you make time and space to clear anything out, to acknowledge how you feel, okay, and allow it to be transformed into empowerment, okay? It's not to try to push you down, saying that you're less than. If you feel anything, you're signed up to be what it's like to be a human being. So emotions are a part of it. So now you're learning how to master your emotions, not by forcing it with your will of pushing it away, but acknowledging it in your own time and space. Okay. Your challenges through this breakthrough is to have love for yourself. Okay. Because it's unlocking a deeper sense of meaning for you. So you don't feel drained by it, but you feel empowered by it. Okay. Now, how to solve anything that's going on from now until the end of January 2026, males, is to understand your limits within inside you in order to rebalance and set healthy boundaries with you and others, okay? So that way you don't feel restrained and drained, okay? Now, your outcome is great. You're going to be going through a major transformation within inside you. And it's going to also, you're going to see that transformation happen on the outside of you. What once felt stable may fall away, males, to make room for something even more aligned. This is not a breakdown, but a breakthrough, okay, that you really need. Now, the blessing that's coming in at the end of January 2026, males, is you being more accountable. A willingness to look honestly at yourself without any excuses, without any ego, even if it may feel uncomfortable, males. But it is the very truth that will set you free from anything, okay? And it's going to you're going to relook at that great plan and still hold on to it tightly. If you even need to make a little bit of minor adjustments is what I feel. And that's your reading, males. Really hope it helps. Now let's move on to singles. All right, so what's coming up for singles from now until the end of January 2026? Wish fulfillment. Woo! That's always awesome. Community. Miraculous luck. Painful memories. Improvement. Isolation. All right, so singles, can I just say this is a freaking awesome reading? And cheers to you and everybody else that's watching. Clink. Whatever is closing out, it's a blessing in disguise. It's in order for you to find the doors that are meant for the vision of you that you are becoming, okay, singles? So whatever's being swept away, whatever's closing out is a blessing in disguise, okay? The reason why I say that is that your breakthrough that's going to happen from now until the end of January 2026 is your wish fulfillment. Okay? Let this be a confirmation that your wish fulfillment, the universe is orchestrating the perfect circumstances for your wish fulfillment and that arrival, okay, from now until the end of January 2026. So keep on going forward, okay? Being hopeful, being empowered, okay? Because the blessing that's coming in is that you're going to have, and I feel like this is what you do for work, okay? Whatever you do for work, singles, that's that blessing. And it's about you getting more support on what you do in work, especially if you're some kind of influencer or do some influential work out in the community, whether it's on or offline, okay, singles? Keep that blessing is a lot of people, a lot of support is going to come your way to grow your platform and who you are as whatever you do for work, okay? A lot of networking, a lot of just people that are like-minded like you, okay? So your challenge here is to be hopeful that fate is smiling upon you, aligning the stars to open a path of unexpected fortune your way. This moment is a gift, a reminder that even in the darkest times, the universe can suddenly send blessings. You're needing to be hopeful for those blessings that are coming in, okay? And don't stop what you're doing, okay, singles? And what you do for work. Now, if you start feeling painful memories surfacing around this time and at the end of January 2026, singles, how to solve it? Rebalancing, doing your self-care regimen and your spiritual power meditation, okay? Because these are echoes that are not here to torment you, but to teach you. Face them, understand them, and allow them to release their grip. And meditation will help you release those painful memories, okay? To be crystal clear. Now, your outcome is great because improvements are on their way. They're going on right now, okay, for you singles. So those improvements are on its way, even if it's not yet obvious to you. Signs of progression will begin to surface soon, so keep going, singles. The energy is shifting and better days are ahead. Yippee! That is your outcome. Now, the end of January's month's blessing in the year 2026 is a blessing of giving yourself a moment to recharge in isolation. So that way you can truly honor yourself and others in balance, okay? And this will help sweep away anything that no longer serves you in the background because you're going to be focused on what it is you're doing out in the community. And it's going to grow. Okay? Excuse me. And that's your reading, okay, singles? Big hugs. Happy New Year. Yippee! Now let's move on to couples. All right, so what's coming up for couples for now to the end of January 2026? Warning, a helping hand, a distant journey, second chance, finding your place, malicious intent, so couples, through this time, from now until the end of January 2026, your belief system is going to be going through a transformation, okay? So here's what's up. The breakthrough that's going to be happening is you re-elevating yourself in the situation you're in, okay, couples? Because the blessing that's going to be coming your way is that help is arriving, whether through a kind word, a generous act, or an unseen force working in your favor, okay? Yippee! It's always good to have extra help, right, couples? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Now, your challenge here is to move beyond the boundaries that you have set out for yourself. You're needing to broaden your boundaries by tearing them down and being more curious about life and what you want to expand on in life, okay? Now, how to solve any issue, okay, in your couple situation and outside of it, give it a second chance, okay? Give that person a second chance. An opportunity you thought was lost is finding its way back to you, couples. Second chances are rare gifts. Accept the one with gratitude, but ensure you to step forward differently than before, okay? And that will solve the issues that are going on from now until the end of January 2026. Now, your outcome is that you're going to find your way, okay? It may not be a physical location, but a sense of an alignment with your purpose. And that's what the outcome is. You're going to find your way because you're going to learn how to trust yourself. And if things get haywire, you're going to learn how to take care of yourself because you're going to design it with your self-care regimens and your meditation catered to your belief system, okay? Now, the blessing that's coming in at the end of January 2026 for you couples is that you're going to be using your discernment to gain better clarity, okay? So you're going to be having an upgrade in your discernment. Yippee! Because it's good to, learn how to trust yourself and what that discernment is, okay? That's your reading. Happy New Year. Now, let's move on to employed people. All right, what's coming up for employed people from now until the end of January 2026? Smooth sailing, vicious cycle, cutting ties, spiritual path, magic of belief, and find your place. Hey, employed people, that wish fulfillment, the universe is orchestrating it for its perfect arrival, so keep on going. And your wish fulfillment is about your work, Okay? So the breakthrough that you're going to be happen from now until the end of January 2026 is, well, you staying more calm. And when you're calm, that's when more breakthroughs are going to happen. That calmness is you just wanting to sail on by and do something different in order to get the outcome that you want. And you will, because it'll get you through any major obstacles and disruptions. And you're going to feel more supported by your spiritual source, okay? The universe. Now, the blessing that's coming your way is that when you're calm, you're going to get to the root of the issue. And that's the blessing that's coming your way, which is great because it's going to help you break free from that vicious cycle that's been going on. Clarify what this vicious cycle is and the root of it. The vicious cycle is that you don't feel and you don't see that improvements are on its way. So you're needing to be hopeful and trusting that it is. Okay? Because it's already underway. It's already going down right now. And you're needing to see it so that way you change up how you communicate with others. So that way it doesn't cause an argument. Okay? Now, your challenge here is to cut any connections that are becoming chains to you, holding you back from the life that you are destined to live. It's time to cut the ties that no longer serve you. And you'll just know which connections they are because they'll keep you stuck. They'll keep you argumentative all the time. It will be people that are obviously having mental and emotional issues that are projecting their madness onto you, okay? You'll just know to cut those ties. That'll be your challenge. So how to solve this? How to cut it and be confident to cut those things and people out of your life that no longer serve you is going on your spiritual path, okay? But you're like, Mary, what is that? Well, you invest in yourself with your self-care regimen and you invest in meditation catered to your belief systems, okay? And that's how you give it a chance and you keep on being consistent to give it a chance so that way you see long-lasting results instead of short-term, okay? Because this spiritual path is reminding you that the physical is just one part of your existence. Okay, employed people, this is time to seek a higher wisdom, and that higher wisdom is within inside you. Okay, so trust yourself. Now, here's the outcome to all the beautiful things that you're breaking through and all that. Your belief systems is going to go through a major transformation, which is you're not going to be who you were this past year anymore. You're going to be transformed where you have realizations, and these are beautiful realizations, that you don't have to be stuck anymore, that this life is beautiful. But it takes a moment, just not for you, but for everybody to go through this transformation. It's just your time now, okay? It's not a bad outcome because the blessing that's going to come your way is you're going to find your way, okay? Whether it's a physical location or not, you're going to have a sense of alignment with your own purpose. So you're going to understand your purpose, and that's the blessing that's going to be coming your way at the end of January 2026. Yippee! It's always great to know why you're here. You wanted to know what it's like to be a human being. So now you're understanding not only your life purpose, but some people intertwine it, like me, with my divine purpose too. It just happens to be because I'm a mystic. So enjoy your journey, hey, employed people. Awesome job, Goldilocks. Okay, now let's move on to self-employment people. Okay, so what's coming up for self-employment people from now until the end of January 2026? Fear of change, heavy burden, facing shadows, miraculous luck, a great vision, and family tree. Whatever is going down in life, especially around this timeline, you deserve happiness. So you're seeking what that happiness is. Okay, self-employed people? Not about money, not material stuff. This is how you feel, and you're going to understand how to nurture your own happiness, because that is so important in this beautiful life that we chose to have to be a human being. So you're going to understand that more, how to make yourself happy and invest into that, okay, in such a different way. Why I say this, you're going to have a breakthrough from fearing any kind of change. Yippee! To me, it's like celebrate, celebrate now. And now until forever, because people get so stuck up in we all do, in order to know how to break free from it. But you are going to be breaking free from that change and having that breakthrough. Because you're going to understand that fear of change is natural. But remember that growth begins when comfort ends. Even if the path ahead feels uncertain, it holds the promise of something greater. And that's the breakthrough you're going to hold to you, very close to you. The blessings that are going to be coming in for you, self-employed people, is that you are going to learn how to release your heavy burdens of obligations, responsibilities, and inner battles. That's huge. But hear this, not all loads are yours to bear. And that's how you're going to walk away, just stripped to the bone of all those heavy burdens. Yippee! Your challenge is to face these fears of letting it all go. Yeah, did you hear me? Of letting it all go, those burdens. How you're going to solve this is that miraculous luck of hoping and trusting this and holding it close to your heart. Not those burdens, but that hope and that trust. You're going to nurture it. Okay? Because you're going to realize that that's the gift. Your outcome is you're going to understand your plan, that great vision. And that's something you're going to hold clear and dear to your heart so you can have it for the future. It's a glimpse of what your soul is calling you to create. I get male self-employed people especially. This is a message for you. Trust in its importance. Nurture it with belief and take inspired steps to bring it to life. Yippee! I love to see what it is. Here's the blessing that's going to come towards you, self-employed people at the end of January 2026. And that is you being more grounded and stable and solid through any kind of pain, okay? Even in inherited pain in your family lineage, your family tree, okay? And that's your reading. More celebrations to come for you. Now let's move on to unemployed people. I can't wait until tax season 2. Everybody's probably going to celebrate even more. Yeah, did you know in the 1900s, early 1900s, that we didn't have that taxes, I think it was 1913, but I can be wrong of the actual date that they started taxes. Before that, for 100 years, we weren't paying taxes. Yeah, 100 years we weren't paying taxes. So it's possible we can revert back. And that's something we should do. We should have more control of how our money is going in and out to things. And I bet you a lot of more is going to be accomplished doing that, because at least we have more control on what we want to invest in with our own money versus putting it to a government or an agency to do that for us, and then they land up committing fraud. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Goldilocks, for bringing that up. I totally forgot about tax season. All right, let's move on to unemployed people. What's coming up for unemployed people from now until the end of January 2026? Vicious cycle, improvement, cutting ties, master of destiny, a great vision, giving birth. So you're going to overcome anxiety, unemployed people, because you're going to anchor yourself in what is real in regards to your spiritual process of meditation of your belief, catered to from your belief system, okay? No matter what is going on, you are going to get through that anxiety and worry, to be crystal clear. That's because you're nurturing yourself. If you're like, but Mary, I'm not, then this is not your reading, okay? I'm talking to unemployed people that are willing to invest in themselves and that are doing it already. All right, so the breakthrough that's going to be happening for you unemployed people is a vicious cycle that you're going to be breaking. And what is the root of this vicious cycle? One card, please. You're going to get to the root of feeling like there's no opportunity from your wish fulfillment in isolation. So you're going to be breaking through that, saying that there's no opportunity, that there is an opportunity. You're just learning how to shift that within inside you, because you are putting up all your walls in isolation, and that's because you've been having to heal from things to have to tear them back down. So you're in that process of now tearing back down your walls, so that way you create that opportunity, to be crystal clear. And you'll have that breakthrough from now until the end of January 2026. And that's only because you put forth the action to do it. If you don't do nothing, nothing will happen, to be crystal clear. So here's the blessing that's coming your way. And that's improvements already on its way, even if it's not obvious. You'll get more signs of how it's progressing. And it'll begin to surface, so keep going. The energy is shifting and better days are on its way. And you'll get insights through your meditation. Okay? Because you're going still through the last bit of your upgrades, okay, unemployed people. So your challenge is to cut anything or anyone that no longer serves you. And through your meditation, you'll be balanced enough to do it instead of acting fast about it, okay? How you're going to be able to solve anything is you constantly being a co-creator, a conscious co-creator of your life, okay, and where you want to go in life from now until forever. Now, your outcome is you're going to have a great vision, a plan, a great plan. Hold on to it tightly for the future. It's a glimpse of what your soul is calling you to create. So trust in its importance and nurture it with belief and take inspired steps to bring it to life, okay? Because you just know, unemployed people, if you want to be self-employed or work for a company, okay? So trust it. The blessing that's going to be coming your way at the end of January is you going through a rebirth here, a transformation. So honor the responsibility and let the new beginning take its first breath, okay, within inside you. And you're going to be ready because you're going to be going forward without that anxiety and worry. And that's your reading, unemployed people. You're learning how to be a decisive leader of yourself, which is great because there's a lot of people just like hidden walls. So we are going to help each other out through it, okay? And that's your reading. Happy New Year and all that good stuff, okay? Now let's move on to college people. Yeah, that's right. Usually January 30th if you can file taxes. I hope they annihilate taxes. Because if you notice too, everything's still all wonky when they're making, repaving the roads and all that stuff. It's been a constant vicious cycle of uncertainty, stress, and all that crappy cycle in one, it needs to be changed up. And it will be. Have a really great day, Goldilocks. And have a good day at work, especially. All right? All right. So, college people, what's coming up for college people from now until the end of January 2026? Manipulation, unfortunate loss, empowerment, limitless, anxiety, miraculous luck. All right, college people, you're going to be helping yourself with nurturing and re-elevating yourself, okay? Because the breakthrough you're going to have is through any kind of manipulation, okay, of people around you. Okay, college people, that's a huge yippee, okay? Because who wants to be strung along by bull crap that, other people don't want to tell you, and you're going like you're trying to trust them, but you just trust yourself. If things feel off, you need to break free from it, okay? The blessing that's going to come towards you is, even though that you're going to be having this unfortunate loss, you're going to be ending out these cycles with people that are being manipulating towards you. Your challenge is to empower yourself. So you step up in your power, okay? Not cower in the shadows of others. Its time has come to step into your power, to your own choices, and to actualize the potential that is within you. Okay, college people? How to solve it? That is not just empowering yourself. You got to do something with that empowerment, okay? To solve anything around you around this time is to think bigger, dream bigger. The world has placed limits on what they feel is possible for you, college people, but now is the time to see for yourself what's beyond those limitations that people set out for you to have, but you're needing to solve it going, nope, I set my own limits. You get what I'm saying? So don't set any limits for yourself. Go beyond and seeing things limitless, okay? The world is your oyster, and you get to follow your dream and whatever that is, okay? With certainty, to be crystal clear. Your outcome, you're going to be overcoming anxiety and worry and be anchored in what is real. You're going to learn how to invest in yourself, your self-care regimen, and your meditation catered to your belief system. And that's how you're going to overcome this anxiety, is what I feel. Not a bad outcome. Because the blessing at the end of January 2026, college people, is you're going to have miraculous luck come in, where it's going to bring in more blessings, sudden blessings. And this is your sign that fate smiles upon you. So keep on being hopeful. More is coming your way, okay? And all you got to do is ask yourself, are you willing to have that breakthrough and sweep out those people that are being manipulative towards you? It's really getting you to trust yourself again, okay? And so deep and so strong, and no pun intended while I'm saying all this. You goofballs, big hugs. That's your reading. Screw the manipulation, right? All right, so what's coming up for retired people from now until the end of January 2026? Second chance, a great vision, a vicious cycle, master of destiny, power struggle, live your truth. So, retired people, blessings are abound. You're just needing to be hopeful and start trusting yourself through this time, okay? Because the breakthrough that you're going to be having to have around this time is that second chance. the opportunity of that what you thought was lost is coming back around to you. And this is a second chance for yourself to do something different. Okay? Because the blessing that's coming in your way is a glimpse of what your soul is calling you to create. It's getting you to trust in its importance and nurture it with belief and take inspired steps to bring it to life. Okay? This is for now into the future. So hold on to that great vision tightly, okay? That's that blessing that's coming in. If you're doing a meditation, retired people, you'll understand what that great vision is. If you're not, it's time to cater to investing into yourself, okay? Now, the challenge here you're going to be going through in this timeline is getting to the root of a vicious cycle. We're going to find out what that is. Clarify what this root of the vicious cycle is. One card. Manipulation. Your challenge is not to manipulate in order to gain influence around you. Okay, retired people? Your challenge is not to manipulate to gain influence around you. Okay? If you're a human being, you learn what manipulation is and how to cut it out of your life. I'm not going to overanalyze it. I'm not going to tear you down. You just need to know this stuff so you can meet that challenge of cutting it out, okay? How to solve it? Become a co-creator, a conscious co-creator that you've been doing this and it just needs to be cut out. What makes it complex? If you're not wanting to be accountable for what you've done in regards to manipulation, okay? Your outcome, you're going to be going through a power struggle with this because you still want to control influences and trying to influence people. But this is power struggle is a test of if you want to break free from manipulation and doing it. That means, are you going to still keep on having a power struggle or transform it by saying, I'm not going to be manipulating anybody anymore? Okay? Because the people around you, retired people, know that you're doing it and they do see it. And if you're wondering why people are not being so communicative with you, retired people, that's the reason why. They trust themselves to not be around somebody who's being manipulating them, okay? It's not saying you're more or less. It's saying this reading is literally getting you to face a very vicious cycle you need to break. That's all it is. And if you're yelling, screaming, getting upset with me, that's a normal response from somebody who doesn't want to confront it in such a different way. Like I said, all human beings know what manipulation is, have done it, or had it done to them to know to break free from that. Okay? And I'm a healer and I get to talk about these things, not to judge a person, but get to the heart of the issue to clear it out, to heal it in order to have forward movement. And this is part of your evolution, retired people, that are doing that manipulation to others. Now, if you're a retired person that's not doing that, you have nothing to worry about. It's not your reading, okay? But the outcome is going to be that power struggle. It's getting you to lead with integrity. Okay? Now, the blessing that's going to be coming your way, retired people, is that once you clear the manipulation out, you'll be able to live your truth without any fear. No more hiding, no more compromising who you are. And you'll do what feels right, even if not what others expect of you. Okay? And that's your reading. Hi there to Mobile Margaret 11I1ZK. Good morning. I'm actually doing pretty good. Next reading is for male and female leaders. I have pick a card readings on my other playlists of other lives. If you missed your reading, I did for females, males, singles, couples, employed people, self-employed people, unemployed people, college people, and I just finished retired people. You can get your timestamp at the end of this live. Or look on my other playlist for timeless pick a card readings, okay? It's up to you. Do what makes you feel happy. Trust yourself, okay? But I got to move on to female and male leaders. So if you're a leader in your own life, your tribe, your household, spiritual leader of a country, this is your reading. All right, so please tell me what's coming up for male and female leaders from now until the end of January 2026. That'll help them move forward and help them have that breakthrough that they need. So you're going to have a lot of blessings coming your way because it's getting you to rise out of any kind of fears and anxieties, feeling down in the dumps, okay, leaders? Because you're going to cause that breakthrough and it's going to awaken you from the inside out, okay? Where it's going to align you, where you're having more compassion and love for yourself and others and whoever you're leading, including yourself. But you're going to see the world as being beautiful in a totally different way. You're going to get out of the darkness, the light is born within inside you. So I'm going to be giving you some spiritual guidance where you can sit back, close your eyes. If you fall asleep, play from start, because if you skip around this spiritual guidance, you're going to be confused, okay? Also, I'll be giving you a gift at the end, my dear leaders, to help you keep on moving forward, breaking through any kind of darkness, whether it be fears, anxieties, depression, hopelessness, uncertainty, because it's TNT, it's dynamite, TNT, gonna win the fight, TNT. Oh yeah, I love rock and door roll. All right. Let's get started on the spiritual guidance, my dear leaders. The Divine Mother, in the form of Padma Sundari, is Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, beauty, love, and spiritual enlightenment, represented as a shining lotus, an ancient symbol for spiritual enlightenment. The lotus rests pure upon the muddy waters from which it has grown. Lakshmi, divine lotus flowers, remind us that the spiritual light needs material form through which it can manifest itself in the world, as if it were divine electricity needing that lamp of the soul through which it gives the gift of illumination. Without the lamp, the electricity cannot manifest its power, and without electricity, the lamp cannot fulfill its true purpose. So when the oracle of Padma Sundari appears, her message is that you, my dear leaders, are able to do a lot of good in this world. The Divine Mother will the Divine Mother will assist you with your purpose so that you can succeed, but you must take action. Allowing the light of spirit into your soul so that you will never again feel that you are doing anything on your own. Remind yourself, my dear leaders, regularly, you have a divine sponsor, a guide, a coach, a partner, a friend with you always. That friend has unlimited resources and the most powerful will of all. Notice how you, my dear leaders, are more confident to take action, increasing when you build that belief system within inside you. How much more secure and courageous and willing you become. So part of your spiritual path, my dear leaders, requires that you walk your talk and live in a way that shows optimism and practicality. Now, when something's not working, my dear leaders, you don't need to hide it in shame. We face it because we have spiritual self-esteem and self-confidence. When we choose courage, we can confront what isn't working and are able to search for answers rather than become overwhelmed or afraid of any darkness. Remember that, my dear leaders, the Holy Mother is with you and within you. With your active participation, she will bring you everything that you need to confront and tackle any issues, no matter how intimidating it may seem, one step at a time. Along with the power of your divine connection, you have the intelligence and the ability to find information, to educate yourself, to try out new behaviors so as to become an active part of the solution for any matter that moves you deeply. Taking these steps will boost your self-esteem, my dear leaders, and your energy levels, helping you feel good about yourself and your presence in the world. It's not about being perfect, my dear leaders. It's just about taking the next step for you. So trust in divine timing, release that there is far-reaching good. Realizing that there is far-reaching good that can happen through you as you continue to actively engage with life. And an inner divine relationship. Believe, my dear leaders, in what can and will be accomplished together through our passionate love affair with Great Spirit and our adoring devotion to the Earth Mother and her children. So here's my gift to you, my dear leaders, wherever you want to do it, especially in the new year. So happy New Year, whenever you watch this. If possible and practical, this exercise can be done barefoot. If you cannot physically move through the process, then close your eyes and visualize or imagine it instead. Stand comfortably with knees slightly bent and feet about hip width apart. Allow your posture to be straight and relaxed. Now direct your awareness in your feet. You can help this process along by wiggling your toes a little, shifting your body weight slightly from heels to toe and side to side, rising up into your toes and back onto your heels if your balance is good today. So close your eyes and imagine that you can feel your feet from the inside. Imagine, feel, and intend that your feet can sense the energy of the earth, rich, nourishing, and vitalizing. In the ground beneath you, imagine and intend that pulling power of your feet is strong enough to create a palpable connection, a gentle suctioning motion between your feet and the energy of the earth. Allow the earth energy to build up beneath your feet, then flow up through your being, softly out through the top of your head, gently cascading down on either side of you, soaking back into the ground. Three breaths in and out while doing this. Now please say aloud, I call upon divine grace and unconditional love to show me truth and creative solutions empowered by divine wisdom for all matters in my life, including, you mention anything particular or specific here that you would like to help to resolve or heal, my dear leaders. All worldly and human issues, grant me gifts to resolve, to help others. Now, please say aloud, my dear leaders, may all beings know and be blessed, assisted, and empowered by the Divine Mother to fulfill their purpose and potential. So be it. Now place your hands in a prayer, my dear leaders. And you have finished your spiritual process. Thank you very much for joining me in this live. If you like to see any of my future content for next year and on, I'll be on the X platform. That link is down in the description box. So follow me over. I do not only meditation, but all zodiac sign and non-zodiac sign readings. And also I'll be doing some free readings for people who join my live in the future. So again, join me on my X platform. Any other updates and stuff I will be having on my website, mysticoraclemary.com. I hope you have a blessed rest of your year, and I'll see you next time on the X platform. For some of you that want to see the all zodiac sign, that will be tomorrow, okay? And I'll be finishing out that and a few meditation lives here on YouTube. All right? Have an awesome and blessed day. Bye for now.